Hey guys, back again with another how to paint digital. It's been a really long time and sorry about that. Just been really busy with a lot of things, basically a lot of client work and just trying to get myself better as an artist and in my personal life too. But I just want to let you guys know that I'm still alive, awake and kicking, and I'm ready to start another video for you guys. So basically, today we're gonna be doing some Megaman X to be specific. But I'm gonna try to make this a 3-part series. So basically, in this first one, we're gonna go over line work and how to approach something without really knowing exactly what you want. And so yeah, so let's just get started with this. So yeah, when I'm starting this, I have kind of a general idea of what I want. I know I want Megaman like holding his gun out in like this blasting position. I kind of have an idea of the stance, but it's still fuzzy in my mind. So what I do basically is just start really small and rough, and just try to rough out his posture or his gesture actually. And I mean, it might look funny in the beginning, you might kind of get discouraged. Just remember though, you're just sketching out the idea, and you're not trying to go into too much detail. So in this, you're gonna see a lot of back and forth between me and my web browser. I was doing this on a laptop. Normally, I have my my desktop with 2 screens, and I can look back and forth. But this time, I was doing it on my laptop, so I'm kind of switching between Photoshop and my web browser to see exactly all the details and how exactly Megaman looks. I haven't drawn him in a while. I think the last time I drew Megaman was, I don't know, maybe I was 11, 12 or something like that. I'm currently like 23, so yeah, it's been a while. So I'm just trying to get down all the general shapes of Megaman. The thing to look for in the beginning when doing these things is to know that everything is a shape, and what you want to do is break it down as rudimentary as you can. Just bring it down to the simple fundamental shapes. And Mega Man is basically a bunch of circles circles and tubes basically, and that kind of just goes with anybody in a sense too. But yeah, just a little fact, this video was normally about almost 2 hours long, so I compressed it down to 10 minutes, so it's actually flying by pretty fast. I know you guys didn't want to sit here for too long, and especially with line work. Line work's pretty straightforward. You start with the basic line and then go forward, and I didn't want to take too much time covering that part of it specifically. But yeah, let's get back to this. Normally, what I find more enjoyable is not doing the line work, is just blocking in stuff and going into detail from there, like getting down the silhouette and such. I think that's a faster way to approach things, at least in my opinion. I feel that everything's a bit more fluid, and and you get happy accidents. And sometimes I think that line work kind of constricts you and locks you into this zone where you can't really be creative in a sense, since everything's laid out for you. In this case, I decided to do line work because it's Megaman. He's already known, and there's a specific design for him. I'm not really creating my own Megaman, but I'm putting my own touches in it. But he still has to look like Megaman. So I decided to do line work, and I feel that when you're doing something like that it's good. Another benefit of line work is that also in design, if you want to design clothing or intricate details like that, line work prevails, just because you kind of get a sense of everything. You know how much detail you want to put into something. When blocking in, you kind of get those happy accidents, and then you kind of go with the flow. And that's why I kind of like that a little bit better, because it's faster, and I can be a little bit more creative without locking myself into the line work. So yeah, here now I pretty much basically have his posture down. Let me talk about the steps. You saw earlier that I went into, a rough little outline thumbnail of Megaman, and I was just messing with it a little bit, changing his gesture, and then I lowered the opacity on it, came back and started detailing it a bit more. And just with anything, there's always going to be steps. I wouldn't advise to go into detail right away, because you might get frustrated because you don't like his gesture, and then you put all this work into detailing the line work really quick, and then it just didn't come out well. So as you can see, I started that was level 2 of the line work, and now I'm going in and fine tuning it. And basically I lowered the opacity again, and now I'm going in zoomed in a lot more and figuring things out, adding more details. I kind of wanted my Mega Man to be a little cartoony but still have like an edge to it. So he's a little bit older and he's just like, yeah, in a sense. So I kind of wanted him to do like that, give him like this strong like chin. So he's kind of an older, more grittier Mega Man, and that's kind of what I was aiming for. I kind of feel that Mega Man, in a sense, everybody tries to portray him as like a kid, cartoony. Well, not cartoony, but just like a kid, and it's just like too happy-go-lucky in a sense. So what I wanted to do is to kind of add like a badass factor to it, but still keep his like childish nature to a certain point. So the benefit of doing these 3 steps of line work, which is thumbnail, second level rough to tightening, is that you really feel a lot better about your end result. You're like, okay, I see everything, now I can just add in my little details. And the thing that's good too is when you go into painting, is that you don't really have to go in and fix anything. You don't have to go back and be like, I don't like this. It's already laid out for you. And the painting process, it makes that part a lot faster. It makes the painting a lot faster, easier, and more straightforward. And that's what I really enjoy. I was never too big of a fan of line work, but just with anything, you have to practice everything. You can't just not do one thing. Well, I mean, you can, but it really doesn't help you just doing that. You always want to experiment, you always want to try new things, and you always want to fail. And that's one big thing, you want to fail. I mean, you might not feel good about it, but at least you did it, and at least you have a better sense of how to do that. Different technique than you did before. And you don't want to get discouraged when doing that. You don't want to get discouraged when you fail, because at least you tried and you have more knowledge than you did before, and that's a good standpoint. When I used to do line work before, I really didn't like it at all, and it was just really annoying to me. And yeah, I just really didn't like it. So yeah, basically. So as you can see now, I got like the Titan design. I have the three different layers, and what I like to do even when I go into painting is keep both layers shown, and keep the 2 layers shown, the Titan layer and the one below it, just because the one below is a little bit more rough, and you can still get happy accidents just from that. And yeah, so pretty much that's it. And so I'm just still going in, just detailing, trying to figure out how this gun looks, and making sure that it fits in perspective. That's another thing. Oh, and before I forget, I like to mention this too, about things that overlap. When you're doing line work like this, it's important, I can't stress this enough, to have objects overlap. What that does is make things look 3D, as if they're going in space. If you don't really have much overlap in your images, it's really hard for someone to pick out and say, hey, that's 3D. Hey, that looks 3D. So yeah, just keep that in mind, overlap. And this video is kind of short, kind of quick, but I just wanted to get you guys to know, the process that I go through in my line work. And the next video we're gonna go into color. I already have that one pretty much coming up, and yeah, we got some more to go. So I'll see you guys next time. Don't forget to check out my blog, which is www.sidemessiaharts.tumblr.com. There's a lot of stuff that I don't post anywhere else. I post on that blog, so if you want to see my progression even more, don't forget to check that out, and stay tuned for next time.